Thank you for joining our live stream tonight, talking about how to use a pendulum. I've got one here. We will talk about it later. And
Hello.
yes, Paulo has done one there. My name is Mathijs. I help highly sensitive people to get the most out of their life, and I do it with help of Assumption. And this is Paulo.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi, Mathijs.
Hi, good evening.
Good
Yes.
evening.
So let's check if the sound is alright. So let me know in the comments. I see Juliana. Thank you, Juliana. Very nice that you're with us tonight. Hello. So I think
Hi.
the sound is just alright. And Bernadette, good evening. Good evening too. Very nice that you're joining our live stream.
Hello.
So thank you very much. Okay, I think we are loud and clear online. That means, yeah, sound is good. Thank you, Bernadette. That's really great. So then means we can start talking about the pendulum, and let's see. We have made a list, so we have a lot to discuss about using a pendulum. And first thing to know is, why should you use a pendulum? What's the need of it? Why? Where is it helpful for? So let's start with this question. Where is it helpful for? Do you use the pendulum, Paulo?
Yeah, now I use in my therapies.
Okay, great.
Always and always to make questions, not make questions, answered questions.
Yes.
So yeah, always.
Yeah, great.
Now is a big instrument for me.
The nice thing of working with the pendulum is you can work on different levels, like discovering if food resonates good with you, or seeing if there are stuck emotions you can find out, or which choice is positive for you. So you can have a lot of questions, and the thing is, you can ask it on your unconscious mind, you can ask it your higher self, or you can even ask angels or ascended masters to work with you. And that's the nice thing of a pendulum. It helps to make things clear, and there are so much possibilities for using a pendulum, but we can't do them all tonight. So we thought we keep it easy, simple, like how are you going to work with it, where do you need to focus on, and some simple tools you can use. Yeah, so let me know if you use a pendulum in the comments. It's always nice to know if you use a pendulum, and how often you use. It's always nice to know. So I used, you know what a biotensor is? A biotensor. Well, the biotensor is something that just wiggles. It's some kind of, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
I think I know. Yes.
Yes, but now I have the pendulum, so I'm really excited about it, and I'm not using the other one anymore. And it's easy to just take it with you, because yeah, this is the pink bag, but in the you have the black bag in yeah, in you do. Yes, yeah, but if you order now, you get a black bag. We know. Juliana, yes, yes, Juliana uses it a lot. Well, I emailed Juliana, and I know she uses a lot, and it's really nice. Thank you for sharing that with us, Juliana. Oh yeah, Bernadette uses sometimes the large guardian as uses a pendulum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people
I was doing that in the old times. I was doing that.
Yes.
Now I use my guardian for more for protection and stay with me, and using the pendulum for the other therapy.
Yes. Yeah. The pendulum is also, if we talk about there are all kind of different pendulums. There are a lot and all different. And some people think, well, I need to have like it has to look like this or that's to look like. So yeah, it's very personal, first of all. But the most important thing, of course, is that it works. I even read some people are just using like a nut from the shirt to start how to use it. And for the beginning it's nice, but if you go further, it's better to use a good pendulum that's good protected, has good energy. It's really, really important if you want to dive deeper into working with the pendulum. Yeah, so that's really good.
Yeah, I have a friend who works with Rhapsody a long time ago already, and she was telling me like this pendulum is very fast. I never saw something so fast doing the job, doing the what I need to do in my work. So this pendulum is like it's very fast. She used the expression of is like it's a Ferrari of the pendulums, but. Yeah, her impression was like this, the moment she saw it, the moment she started to make it like doing some questions and whatever, she was like fascinated
Yes.
about it. So yeah, this is a big impression for a person who works with Rhapsody a long time already. So it's very nice testimonial.
Yes. So the nice thing of the light, we call it light pendulum of Ascension because we made some pictures of it, and it was so beautiful. The light just looks like it came out of the pendulum, and it is energized, of course. But if you look at the pendulum, let's see if I can just give it here. It has 8.
Yeah.
You can't see it really good, but it has 8. Yeah, they call it. They have a nice way. It's an octagon. At the bottom, it's an octagon, and that has a special symbolic meaning. Let's just do some things like regeneration, totality, infinity, rebirth, and transition. But there are a lot of meanings because 8 is a very special number, and octagon is also very special. You can look it up on the internet and you find dozens of information about it. And this octagon is also, because it's glass. Glass you can have a different structure and reorganize the atoms. Also, you can find it on YouTube. It's just scientifically proven because it's not acting like a solid, something solid, but more like fluid. Glass is very special. So really high energy of the pendulum, and it's really nice to have a high energy which can really resonate with yourself. So that's about the pendulum. And I see Crystal, she has a question, or no, she has a comment. I tried the biosensor and my body as a pendulum, but it did not work. We will just talk about what is needed to let the pendulum work for you really good. So the biosensor, which I used, didn't work, and the pendulum as my body. But let's try to help you a little bit with the basics we will discuss just in a few moments. And my experience is that we cannot ask everything. Yes, that's a good thing. We can also use your comment in our explanation for the basics. So let's go with the basics. How do you use a pendulum? What are the basics? Where do you need to think about? So that is really, really important. We use it when we do practice. So when we do practice, we are really relaxed. Otherwise, it's very difficult to have practice. So first tip is to prepare yourself to be relaxed. Yes, that's the first tip. Paolo, what do you do to prepare?
Normally I relax, but I always invite every master soul being to be in the presence, because this is an octave, and so you will connect with the octaves of your higher self. So we need to be very connected and let all the information go to you, and get to the point and give you the right answer, give you the answer who comes from the bigger knowledge. So yeah, the make it open. You need to
Yes.
be really open to receive all that.
Yes, so it's good to be relaxed,
Yeah.
letting go of the day, the emotion, repeating thoughts, and then connect with the pendulum. And what we do
Yeah. Normally,
is,
I repeat the mantra.
oh yes, oh really cool. What do
I
you use?
repeat the mantra a lot of times. The mantra of a session, the
Oh
light
yes,
is triumphant.
yes,
I'm sorry, perfection is the natural state. Light is triumphant. So I keep repeating until feel like all my thoughts are away,
yes,
and then I just stop, and the wave still goes in my brain, my vibration still goes in that, like perfection is the natural state, light is triumphant. So it keep going and going and going. So I don't need to repeat it anymore, and I just let it flow. So, but the first thing is like start to do it, repeating a lot of times to just release all the thoughts.
yeah, yeah. It's a
So
really
that
good
is my
way,
biggest
yeah,
point.
to use the mantra. So if you
Yeah,
can also connect from your heart to the pendulum, and if you ask
yeah,
just to connect to your higher self, because the energy is in the pendulum. If you ask it from your heart, you will automatically connect with your higher self. And if you use the pendulum for someone else with permission, that's really important, and not energetically. I always
yeah,
say ask permission in real life, just phone,
yeah.
WhatsApp, email, but don't energetically
Message, yeah,
ask it. Do it for real. And then you can also ask for a connection with your higher self, with the higher self of someone else, and then you can also use the pendulum for someone else. So the first, that's really important, to just make yourself calm, create a good connection, good space, and then if you start working for the pendulum for the first time, there are two things you can do. First, a lot of people use it like it turns to the right or it turns to left, and
yeah,
some people right is yes, some people
yeah.
left is yes, and there are different opinions about that. But we have a really simple
Uh-huh.
thing. I say, ask the pendulum what's yes for you, because you resonate, your energies is some, you resonate some in some way, your energy moves in some way. So your energy knows best how to work with the pendulum, and the pendulum knows best how to work with you. And that's why you need to ask what is yes and what's no. If you use the circle as an answer, what's yes and no for you. And some people say, hey, no, yes needs to be the right direction, and left is no. But that can really being disharmonized with you, because it can be different. So if you have the pendulum, just ask with direction. For me, it is left. Yes is left, so that means right is no. And I just grab it halfway now, but you can also just take it here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take all the yeah,
But then we can't see it on the screen. But some people do it because they're working on a table, and it's easier to just grab it halfway.
yes, easy. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm
yeah.
curious, do people work with left and the right, and what's yes and what's no for you? I'm really curious. Let us know in the comments. What's it for you, Paolo? Do you work
Yeah.
with right and left?
No, my it's like yes, it's like this, and no, it's like this.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's really good.
Go like this. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So
Go
that's
like
also
this.
really
Yeah, it's
good other example of working with the pendulum. Yeah, great.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is no.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is no. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's very clear.
This is
Yes.
yeah, and this is good. This is yes. Let's
Yeah.
put it like this. But yeah, I like yeah. But yeah, this is the yes. Yeah, yes.
So
And
there
you
you
can make
can
it
do
in
different ways. So you can use the circular, or you can
uh,
just move left and
uh,
right. It's both okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
This is how.
some problems people when they go into pendulum do use the pendulum is that they are really focused of keeping their hands still like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So and that's not how it works, because your focus should be at your question, and it should be from your heart to the pendulum, and just be open to what is happening. That's very important.
Because the
Juliana, left
yeah.
no, straight yes, right no answer. Okay, yes, really good. Yes, so there are
Ah,
different
okay. So it's
possibilities.
like yes is like this, and no, it's like this. Okay, yes. Yeah, I know a lot of people
Left left
who have
no,
that. Yes.
straight yes, right no answer. I think she means that. Yeah, or she means
Yeah.
that's the nice thing of using a pendulum. It is what feels best for you, and sometimes you have to really discover that, and just be open to different possibilities. So thank you very much for your comment, Juliana, because I think this is really good to show people that there are different possibilities, and it's really good to get to know your what you are really works for you, and that can take some time. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's really good.
Uh-huh.
So another way is working with pendulum cards. You
Uh-huh. Yes.
work with pendulum
It's very
cards.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
So I have a pendulum card here on the screen. You can't see it,
Ha.
but it is there. So this is the yes and no. If you want you want this, I will let you know at the end of this live stream how to get the sheets. You can get it for free. If you already bought the pendulum of ascension, I will send it to you next week
Yeah.
in your own language. Yes, but here, of course, here you can see I have the circle with the yes on the left and the right no. So then you can also, when it's going to
No.
move to yes or no. And sheets are very useful. You use both of
Uh-huh.
sheets or not?
Yes.
Yeah. What can you explain what it is and how it works?
Bob is not it's a measurement of the vibration of the things you are trying to read. You can this one is yes or no, but you have from percentage. You have like how is my energy percentage, and then you ask, and then you see the percentage of your energy. Then you can clean it. You can use the threefold flame to clean your energy, your aura, and wherever, and then you go to the pendulum again and you ask what is your energy again with the sheet of bovis, and you see it will increase a lot, like for 80-90%,
Yeah.
because it's normally like that. You can have an energy of 20-30% in the percentage, and then you do the threefold flame, and you make all that cleaning, and then you see with the pendulum, and you will see like it was like this, and the moment it will be like this. So
Yeah.
you will see all the increase with the
So
cleaning stuff.
it's really nice because we have another sheet. It's now,
Uh-huh.
sorry, it's in front of you. It's the percentage here.
Great.
You can get it for
Great.
free. I will tell you later how. If you
Uh-huh.
already got the pen, I will send you next week
Yeah.
in your language. But here you can see you can use percentages, like Paulo said, and to know I'm 100% in my own energy, or maybe some other question. Is the house clean? And then you can see the percentages. Or can we do something to optimize the energy here? And how optimized is the energy? You can be so creative if you want. The percentage scale is really, really helpful for using with the pendulum. If you are really creative, you can just have lots of questions. Yeah, that's really great. So we give that away for free, those two sheets. I will tell later how to get the 2 sheets. But I hope you really like that to use, or maybe you have something like that and you use your own things. Oh, that's also okay. So one thing about the BOVA scale, with you can also use the percentage, or if you have the BOVA scale, it's about how much spiritual energy is in the environment, and if it's too low because of the radiation, you know you have to do something about it. And you can also see, oh, the spiritual energy is so low here, we need to redo it because you're getting sick of it. It makes you ill. What is it? 3,000, 4,000 is too low. So under 6,000, it's too low. 6,500.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Needs to be at 9,000, something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's best, and even higher. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always nice if you feel somehow, oh, I don't know, this environment doesn't feel good. You can just use the percentage sheet to see, oh, it's not good because the energy here is like 70%. It can increase for 100%, and you can just use some tools, maybe from Ascension, or maybe you know something else to figure it out. So that's a good thing. So I have a really good tip, because some people are like, oh, I have a question. I take my pendulum, and then I really ask my question right
Yeah.
now, and it's yes, and okay, I'm continuing with today. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit overexcited about it, but if you have a question, write it down first. Write it down in a book for yourself, like until you have really the time to relax, to sit down, to do all your questions, write them down, and then continue with your day. So I say, don't use the pendulum like for 1 minute and then continue with your day. Really take your time and then relax, answer your questions, write them down. I think that's really useful, and you get much better and clear answers. And also think about really good questions. What do you use for questions, Paulo? How do you formulate your questions?
Normally it's objective, right? It's like, let me think, something like, imagine if I thinking about doing something, right? Should I go in this way, or should I do this? Because it needs to be really like yes or no, because that is the real thing. There's no maybe. That doesn't exist. So the thing is like, first of all, I write, like you say. I think about what I'm asking and what that means to everything around me, because that is very important. Because it's not just like kind of ask something; it's about that means for everything surrounds you, and then really think about how you will put the question, because that is very important. It's not just like should I do this? No, it needs to be something really objective but really clear.
Yes.
Okay, should I will use my car to go there? This is very out of the thing, but something like this, like I need to think like I need to go there. So okay, what transport I need, how I can go, what I'm going to do there. So all that things needs to be clear in your mind, in my opinion.
Yes.
To be sure of all the intentions.
Yes. So if your question is not clear, you can't get a clear answer. So it's really good to just have a very clear question. Yes. So
that's why nice, I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree. You need to settle down and stay like, spend like 5-10 minutes just in one question, just to think like, what that simple question can have around. So it can be a lot of things. It's just a simple question can be like crazy surrounding. So I agree. You don't go like yes or no. Yeah, okay, I will do it. No, just take all the time in the world to really make it.
Yeah, and see the bigger picture of it. And so, for example, when you want to check if you resonate good with food, you can put the food like on the right side of you. Put your hand, let's see here. So the food is over there,
Yeah.
and then just put your pendulum between, and then if it goes like this, that's the thing I use, then it is good for you. If it goes like up and down, it's like a block, don't use it. So but you really have to take the time and not like rush through it or just think, oh, I'm going to do it in the supermarket and just quick. No, take your time, make a special place for it, and then just ask your questions. So Crystal is...
Yeah, it's a kind of like...
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Crystal has a question, and I think she really likes it or some comment. The pendulum cards with the percentage, you give the pendulum an assignment, and you don't let the pendulum move in the way it wants, like yes and no. So if we have the percentage scale, you just are really specific, like you should do that, and in the other way it just goes like it goes. So is there a difference between a specific assignment and using cards?
For me, it's the thing. Like you use I don't see the table, but let's put it like you have the table, right?
Yeah, but I will show the table.
Okay.
Yes, there it is.
Okay, you have
put it on my side.
Then you write a card with imagine how is my energy, let's put it like that, and then you write it on a card and then you put it in top of the paper and then you ask, because you can ask like how is the energy of my aura. Okay, so there's a lot of questions you can make for the percentage.
Yes.
You know, it's like how is the energy of the water in my body? I don't know, but there's a lot of questions you can make it in a percentage.
Yes.
Because you put a paper, you write in the note, and you put it in top of it, and then you ask what is the percentage for that.
Yes, so it's really important if you use that to really connect with your body, your higher self, with the pendulum, and then you can ask really specific questions like this. But if you start working with pendulum, just start using with yes and no, and keep it really simple, and practice with things you already know, because it's a way to get used of the pendulum, and then start working with questions you don't know but are really specifics, and then you can really grow into this. So that's a tip. So we have the pendulum of ascension, and maybe it's nice to tell something about it. We talked about the 8 sides, but it's also good. All ascension products clean it themselves, so you never have to clean it energetically. Maybe the dust, if it stays like for 2 weeks somewhere and gets a little bit dusty, you just put the dust off. But energetically, you don't have to clean the pendulum, which is really good. It's always protected because it is loaded with very high energy, so it's always protected, and then it's always it's easier to work with ascended masters, angels, and your higher self, because the energy is already very high. So that's really nice of this pendulum. So if you already ordered the pendulum, I know you will be really, really happy with it. I was, when I started working with it, I was really happy, and I was feeling the energy, and it felt so light, like I was, wow, I could, first of all, I could almost not feel it because it was so light and high. And then I was feeling, wow, it's great, so light and so high. So it's really excited about it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's really uh, I never used a pendulum before, like in my work with Ascension and whatever. And right now, I'm always using. I'm like, this is the right tool. Like we use the wheels, and the wheels is very like, okay, this is the wheel I need to use it for this. What wheel I need to use it? So it's the same. We use a table, and then we ask for the pendulum to tell me what is the tool, what is the best tool to use in that treatment. So right now it's a very important tool too.
Yes. And Juliana said sometimes you can't get an answer on every question. So that's true. Sometimes you have questions that I say it keeps hidden because it's not meant to be clear yet. So if you have answers that that can't be answers because it won't be clear yet, or it somehow the energy is not ready to make the answer clear, then you can't have the right answer. And there's something else. We have a free will. So sometimes if you ask a question, our free will is involved in this question. And then it is really important that there is no answer, because then you can use your free will to choose. And then the pendulum won't give an answer also. Yeah, so that has to do with the free will. And so it's true, you can't always get an answer. You cannot always have an answer on each question for different reasons. Yes. So I think we went through all the things of the pendulum.
Basic things.
Yes. Let's see if there are any questions in the comments on YouTube. If there are not questions, we can finish the live show, and I will tell where to get free pendulum sheets, where you can download them. I will tell it in just a moment. Let's see if there are any comments. If you don't have a question, let us know it was clear, or just put the thumbs up, because we know people are watching, and we're very happy you are watching. That then we were waiting and waiting. So if you don't have any questions, just let us know, and we're really happy that you joined us tonight, and send us your comments and your questions. We're really glad with that. And Juliana, really nice that you shared with us how you work with the pendulum. So thank you also for that. I don't see any questions. No. Okay, or comments. So where to get the sheets?
You,
comment. Bernadette, it was very clear, so that's really nice. Thank you, Bernadette.
Right.
Yeah. So where to get the sheets, the pendulum sheets? In the description of this video, I already put a link. If you press the link, you fill in your name, first name, your email address, and then you will get the pendulum sheets for free. You can use it for yourself, or maybe you use it in the practice. It's all fine. And I think we even sent you a few tips later on about working with the pendulum. So if you want to have that too, just download the sheets, and it's really good. If you already bought a sheet, I will give you it in your own language. I will do the Dutch people who speak Dutch, and Jutta will do the German people because I just talked for her, and Adriana will do the English people, and the Portuguese people will be, you will do that. Yeah, so that's very good. Juliana, thank you for your comment. It was very good. Thank you very much. Okay, then we're going to end the live stream. Paulo, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Mathijs. It was very good. Thank you all for participate and be here in the our live stream.
Yes, we really enjoyed it. You were with us. If you want to have this pendulum, just go to ascension.eu, click your own language like English, German, Dutch, uh, Cyprus, and then you
Yeah.
can go to the shop and there's new. And there you find the pendulum because it's new. We just have it like this is actually the second day. People
Yeah.
can get it. We work for it like now for a couple of months because we needed to try it out. So we have it a couple of months and we are really excited about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, Crystal. She also thanks us, and we wish you a great evening. And we will be live in, I guess, 2 weeks in the new month. So that will be April. The first
Yeah.
Friday in April, I think. Yes. Okay. Cool. Good. Have a great evening, and we see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.